China's top political advisory body has started its annual session. President Xi Jinping and other leaders attended the opening meeting of the fourth session of the 13th National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, or the CPPCC. At the meeting, the group reviewed and approved the agenda for the session. Wang Yang, who chairs the National Committee of CPPCC, delivered a work report.
Last year, the CPPCC emphasized work on pandemic control and prevention, as well as socio-economic development under the leadership of the Chinese Communist Party. We also focused on major livelihood matters and improved our system to work more efficiently. The CPPCC has actively supported the government in accomplishing its targets for the 13th five-year plan.
All right, for more on this, we are joined by Dr. David Monyai. He's the director of the Confucius Institute at the University of Johannesburg. Doctor, welcome once again. Great to see you here on Africa Live. Doctor, China's CPPCC opens today with COVID-19 high on the agenda. China has already provided vaccine assistance to 69 countries, according to the spokesman for the 13th CPPCC National Committee. Now, what kind of impact is this type of assistance having on the war against COVID-19? From your perspective, Doctor, how do you see it?
The CPPCC, I think it's a critical forum that Africa, both the AU and all AU member states are following quite closely. It gives a golden opportunity to rekindle and renew some of the commitments that China makes to Africa, and as well as a preparation towards Senegal on the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation that will take place in September. And what it does is that the world has changed quite drastically, with the greatest threat to human beings being the pandemic. And therefore, the assistance that has been pouring from China has been of great assistance in terms of helping the continent at a time when the Western world has abandoned the continent. We have a rise of vaccine nationalism in the West, the lack of cooperation at World Health Organization in terms of developed countries not giving sufficient resources. And therefore, I think China, as a strategic partner for the continent, is doing the best it can. And I think there's a golden opportunity to work together to deal with this specific pandemic, and also to put in place plans for future pandemics.
All right, Doctor, with all that being said, and China being a strategic partner to Africa, what lessons should Africa look for as the CPPCC gets underway?
I think what is of great interest for Africans, by and large, is how the Chinese do their planning in what they consider as democratic supervision, where planning starts at a low level, at a county level, it goes into province, it goes into a national level, and it allows the movement and planning in a very consultative and democratic way of coming up with solution for the country, and also to stick to it. But far beyond that is the consolidation of all these plans, ensuring that there's sufficient budget and plan and feed into what China is doing at the moment for the next 5 years, a plan for 2021 to 2025. I think that kind of doing business, I think it's good for Chinese people in terms of dealing with poverty comprehensively, as well as showcase for our own continent to try to ensure that the plans that we have, policies we have, are implemented effectively and measured so that we see how many people are being uplifted from poverty.
Most definitely, Doctor. A lot Africa can learn from there. Dr. David Monyai, let's leave it there for now. We certainly appreciate your insights, and thank you again for joining us here on Africa Live.